another trip to 1971 today, and this is 681 low loader with excavator or low loader with four-wheel excavator. Call it whichever one you like. It's just a low loader basically with an excavator. It's 681. I don't have my original instructions, I'm afraid, so we are in a PDF again. We're building the excavator first. So while I'm building the trailer, I'll tell you a little bit about some issues with the trailer, but we'll get the excavator built first. So we've got this 4x8 plate down, a 2x3 plate in the thread. Okay, and then I want to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, that doesn't show you on the instructions, but I can tell you that we put 1, 2, 3, like that. Goes all the way around. Doesn't tell you that, but it does. Okay, now we want a hinge plate, which is a nice red one there, and that's going to sit on here like that, and I'm going to fold that out like that. We're also going to put a 1x2 yellow brick there. Okay, I then get a 2x4 yellow brick, put that there, and a 2x4 yellow plate, and put that there. Okay, which doesn't feel like it's sort of locked on, but it will. Okay. And we get 2x3 bricks in yellow and put them on there. Okay, there you go. So our excavator is looking a bit more like an excavator now. Another one of those on here, so it balances it up. Some trans clear bricks now, so we need a 2x2 and a 2x2 trans slope. Another yellow one there, like that. 1x2 brick, and then a 2x2 plate on top like that. Okay, and a nice solid stud on there. Round brick. And we have to now get our other red hinge, place it on there like that. And then we also need one of these parts here, the female part, that it can link onto the bucket, which then goes on top of this, so you end up with that. Okay, then we just flip it over for 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of wheels, and there's our excavator, which we're going to put to one side. Now we're building the trailer now, and I had a real time with that, trying to get replacement parts, because this and this are very rare. Okay, and I ordered 2 of these bits from a shop on Bricklink called Candy Club Bricks. Spelled Candy Club with 2 Ks, which is kind of how she spells everything, because she's massively illiterate and incredibly thick. I was sent the parts. I haven't bothered digging them out, but I have got them if anyone's interested. But I was sent them with this bit and that bit basically sawn off, not even snapped. It's a very clean cut at each end there. Okay, this bit was all sort of snapped and broken all around here. So obviously it wouldn't clip on the thing even if it could. So I complained, and she eventually said, "Oh, okay, I'll refund you for it." Then I noticed she still had some more in stock, and I thought, "You got some more?" So I said, "Well, can you just send me replacements then?" So she then said she'd send me some replacements. Days went past, they didn't come. So then I said, "Have you sent them?" "Oh yeah, they've gone in the post. Can I have proof of postage, please?" 4 times I asked for proof of postage, didn't get it. I said, "You're just lying to me now, you haven't sent replacements at all, so I was just like, a refund, please." "Okay, I'll do a refund then." Then she didn't do a refund either for ages, and they did the classic thing that people do on eBay, Bricklink, Vinted, everywhere. They piss you about or go quiet. always conveniently been ill, or they've got somebody in the family who's been in hospital, haven't they? Very convenient. So anyway, what happened was, I went to PayPal and issued a refund myself. Then suddenly she didn't like that. And then she suddenly decided to start saying that I'd broken the parts, or they must have been broken in transit because they were fine when she sent them. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. You can't saw off these ends in the post inside a jiffy bag, nor can you smash all that up in a jiffy bag either. They've been broken by hand. She's just thick. She doesn't know what she's doing. She didn't realise they were broken. And now, because I got a refund off PayPal, that annoyed her. And I went and checked her feedback since me, and what's happened now is, look, there she is, Anna Fisk, she's called, from the Ipswich area. She's at a store suspended, because it wasn't just me, it was everybody she was fucking around. So, ha 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 to Candy Club Bricks. Yeah, she's giving me negative feedback, saying that I called her thick, and I was rude. No, I was just pointing out how thick she is, and that she was a liar, which is just true. So I finally got one of these the other day, and this was from bricktopia.ch in Switzerland, an experienced seller who charges an obscene amount for postage and packing, and then decided to send me this, a very thin, brittle piece, through the post to the UK from Switzerland, just thrown in a jiffy bag. Okay, there was no protection around it, it wasn't in a cardboard box, nothing, just like that. And what's happened is, you can see, just there, it's ended up getting cracked. So I've got a crack there and a crack there. So, well done. I'd advise not ordering from bricktopia.ch, A, because his postage is a rip-off, and B, he doesn't pack things properly, because he just threw that in there, like that, in a bag. I mean, anyway, should we build it now? I've gone on about it. Let's build it and see what it looks like. So here we come. Rant over. So we move it out the way, and we want this bit here, and one of these attachments there, and we've got a 2x4 brick here, oops, some nice vintage slopes there, like without the inside, and then a 2x2 brick in there, again without supports. Okay, let's move you down. Oh, that's not too far. Hey, gone too far now. Okay, we'll carefully put our ramp on there. Yeah, it's really funny that she was accepting responsibility the whole time and saying, oh, I'll give you a refund or I'll send some more. And as soon as I put in that request for the refund on PayPal, she suddenly started talking shit and saying that, oh, they were fine when I posted them and this sort of crap, which is absolute drivel. So I was delighted to see she's had her account banned from Bricklink. Yeah, haha. Right, let's put a 2x4 brick on there and a 1x2. Trans clear. We've got two red 1x1 bricks in there. Okay. And we'll flip it upside down, lay that out neatly. Okay, we put one brick straight on there, another one, leave a gap there. Okay, we've got two Julies, which I've just done that in the wrong place, it's not going to fit. One set of Julie wheels, another set, there we go. And as is pretty standard with these, you have the single wheels there and two sets of Julies at the back there. We end up with our cab looking like that. There it is. Take you down there. Got a trailer on there, a very expensive and cracked trailer. At least we got one in the end. And we'll put the excavator on there. And then we have finished the excavator. The four-wheel excavator, if you prefer, which sits on a low loader. We can agree it's a low loader at the very least. 681 then from 71. Do like the video. subscribe to the channel, please. And don't order from bricktopia.ch or Candy Club Bricks, but I think she's gone. Bless her. Anyway, cheerio. See you again soon. Bye.